You're not. You're not running out of things to say. Let me tell you the truth. So you know this feeling when you're talking to somebody and as you're in the midst of a conversation, you finally got things going, you're finally talking about something instead of not knowing what to say, you're finally getting the ball rolling. And then suddenly, there's this bit of awkward silence in which you don't know what to do. Awkward silence has to be one of the most scary things we embark whilst trying to speak to people, right? It's like this void. It's like this empty void in which you think you don't know what to say. But let me tell you the truth. The way you should think about it, at least. So you know how right before you got into this void, right before you fell into it, you had so many different things to talk about. Your mind was racing. You were in the midst of having a conversation. Yet, as you're trying to keep things going, as you're trying to break out of the awkward silence, your mind is constantly coming up with every single possible way it could get out. Get out. So are you really running out of things to say? Or do you simply not know which you should say? Which of your thoughts is the right one to link, right? Which is it? Is your brain literally pausing? Your brain's never pausing. Your brain's always working. It's just that you don't know what to say. It's not like there's nothing to say. You don't know what to fit into the gap. That's what I'm here for. Today, I'm gonna give you 3 universal ways you can fit into any conversation. Trust me. Like, shake on it right now. These are completely universal. No matter how awkward the situation may be, no matter what kind of a shithole you could have got yourself in, these 3 always work. And I know you're probably kind of getting sick of me holding your attention, not telling you what these things are. Stories, compliments, questions. These work like a charm. I'm giving you all of these right now. I'm not going to hold your attention. I'm giving you what you need. Let's start off with questions. Questions have to be the laziest way to hold a conversation there is. You could be holding a conversation with somebody, fully, by the way, full-on conversation with just questions. It's beautiful, right? You're just bouncing the ball back to him. This is why I say this is the laziest way to hold a conversation. For example, let's say you're talking to somebody and that person seems to just really love to talk about himself. We all do. I genuinely like to believe that we all love to feel listened to. This is the one feeling that we all constantly chase after in our lives. So when you are able to make the other person feel listened, when you're able to show to them that you care about what they're talking about simply by asking questions, this is game-changing. The amount of connection you're building with that person just by asking like those NPC questions, it's insane. It's insane when you do it right. That's the catch. Honestly, somebody could be telling you a story of how they did this crazy thing, they went out on a trip to fucking Zanzibar and they had to kill an orangutan. And you'd say, really? And they just keep going. They keep telling you this thing, right? They keep talking to you about it. Then they tell you that one detail about how they lived in this random abandoned village for 20 days. And you tell them, what was it like? What do you do? Those literally basic ass NPC questions. As long as you're not literally an NPC and you say something like, hi, how are you? How are you doing? It's I hope you get the general narrative of what I'm talking about, right? When you just keep bouncing the ball back to them, asking them questions, feeding their egos with attention. You'd be so surprised at how well this works. We all love attention. As a species, we're just very self-centered. We care about the safety of ourselves first. Then we take care of others. That's just the way we are. When you are able to make use of that, you don't even know what kind of goodness you're signing yourself up for. Trust me. Let's get to stories. Stories are also an amazing way just to relate to another person. When you share a story from your life that fits into the situation, you would be surprised at how much connection this builds with the other person. It shows to them your authenticity. It shows to them that you're also a human and that you actually live a life worth living. That you have some stories to tell. And those don't have to be some insane stories like the one I came up with right now. That was kind of wild now that I think about it. Just your overall life experiences. They don't have to be drastic, but I don't know, if you're talking about basketball, you could be talking about how the last time you were at PE and you had to play basketball, you whooped your entire class at school. Or you could be talking about the one time you played football and you got fucked by everybody on the team. Both happened to me, by the way. This is see what I'm doing right now? I'm sharing you the experiences of my life to relate to you even further, so that you can look at the point that I'm trying to make and be like, oh yeah, this guy makes sense. This is the power of storytelling. There's literally a song called The Power of Storytelling. I really like it. You should go check it out. Simple as that. Honestly. Simple as that. Stories are an amazing way to build connection with another person. And I feel like I'm kind of repeating myself, but you're just showing to them that you're a human being, not just a non-playable character, right? But let's move on to compliments. Compliments are they're like the bazooka of all the weapons you could use to start a conversation. Compliments are godlike. You know why compliments are godlike? Because you are applying a positive setting. Now, compliments are a pretty double-edged sword, because if you drop a compliment and it ends up being awkward, it's like, now both of you feel awkward, right? So you gotta be careful with it. But when your compliments are genuine and you're not just trying to force a compliment just for the sake of having a conversation, it just works. Because we're going back to the same topic of the fact that people are self-centered. Even with our outfits, literally, the way we dress, we express ourselves. Most teenagers especially, because it's safe to assume you're a younger guy, right? So you're probably in your teens or maybe in your early 20s, right? Whatever. We dress the way we feel. We express ourselves through our outfits. It's just the way we are. Maybe not all of us, but we like to express ourselves, our internal, through the external. So when you're able to point out to somebody that, oh, yo, this pair of shoes that you're wearing right now, it looks pretty sick. How much money did you spend on these? Can you imagine just how driven that person will be to talk about it with you? Just put yourself in your shoes. Imagine your favorite hobby and somebody walking up to you and starting a conversation about your favorite hobby. Instantly clicks. Instantly clicks, right? Now that person wants to talk to you because they can resonate with you. Similar thing to stories, right? Now you have a connection. Now you can actually relate with the other person. Make the bond even stronger. Those are just few of the many ways you could literally enhance. You could mod your fucking conversations if it was like Minecraft 1.18, whatever. I don't even know what I'm talking about at this point. I'm making the most random analogies in the world. I'm trying to turn your little 5-year-old brain into a machine with social skills. Because hey, if I say something that even a 5-year-old can understand, I'm pretty sure you can understand it too, honestly. Why trying to make it even more difficult when I can just say something as simple as possible so you get the most results? What else do you want me to say? I don't want to waste your time even further, right? Where's my cat? We do this thing at the end of every single video where I show my cat to the audience, but I think my cat's in another room. Frick it. What? Where's my cat? Oh. Bro, I legitimately did not notice it. Oh yeah, my cat's doing mighty fine, boys. Comment the word cat in the comments. If you don't comment the word cat in the comments, you have no permission to stay on this channel. Nah, I'm just joking. Do whatever you feel like. That's not really good advice. But whatever, right? If you want to talk to me directly, we're also hanging around an amazing community of like-minded people that actually resonate with what you're up to. Join the Discord server. Simple as that. Not gonna waste your time, pretty much. You can click all the videos if you want to. You can subscribe as well. I actually made a second channel, by the way. This one's purely for vlogs. So click the description if you want to check it out. And hopefully, I'll see you in the next video. So keep working, brother. And take care.